Hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Alright folks, today we've got a new update and it's time to dive right in, find out what's going on. So first of all, our new features, we have a new item that is available for speeding up specific researches, and there's a new mine in the Fiery Crystal Mine event. A lot of people may note that before there was a basically something that was going to affect a save and load for the refinement, but that was removed. So that did not come in this update, but it's definitely something that we can look forward to in the future, is basically save and presets and the rest for refinement, which I'm thrilled they're going to do that. It's going to make it a lot easier to rotate between different setups, whether you want to be training, doing research, motivation, or if you want to be an attack. It'll also definitely reduce the need to have thousands of wash stones to rotate between them, so I'm intrigued to see how they're going to do that, but again, not included in this update. Some other small things, they improved the red dot mechanics, they also improved how you do transporting, and there's some other game experience and GUIs. I'll go through a few of those in a second. Then they just fixed some other bugs, which is, always good. Okay, so let's talk first about some of these, improved, the GUI stuff, because I actually think some of them are kind of interesting. So when they talk about I think that the most basic one is just this marker that they've included under certain things. So as always, you have these little fragments when something is a fragment. But now what they've done is certain things like this, they have a little I don't even know, it's a little helmet. And my understanding is that implies that it's a whole piece. You have it under all of these, the S or SS or A metals. So you got those. There are a few other things like commander shards are going to be the same way. So if I get to let's say if I go to my commanders and I go to my inventory here and my metals, you can see that they all have the little helmets there. But if I go to their awakening, then those still have the little badges. So it's kind of trying to make a distinction between badges, fragments, and actual whole helmets pieces. So that's kind of one small thing there. I think that my understanding of the rest of this update here, I'm just going down to it here. So by the way, here as you can see the save and load preset, that was removed again. The red dot mechanic in the Dragon Isle, oh my god, that was so needed. It's been so annoying. They just sometimes the red dot is there when there's really nothing to do. And then the transport feature, basically it's just made it a lot easier to transport between people. I actually think that's also a really helpful update that I'm really glad they're doing. So as far as the research goes, I'm not sure exactly what they mean in this. Yeah, this is where I am, by the way, with my strangely garbed research. Getting there slowly but surely. So I don't know what this is that they've added. There's nothing that we can see yet. That's a way to speed it up. Obviously, you still have the technology scrolls, but that's nothing new. So I don't know. I think that I'm definitely anxious to see what that's going to be, but we don't know what that is just yet. So definitely we'll be waiting with bated breath to see what exactly that new research related item is. But we did have the big update to the Fiery Crystal Mine, and that is the Super Mine. So there were a couple changes with the with these mines. So basically, it looks to me, you still have the cross server mine, and it's the same group in your cross server mine as is in your Super Mine. So basically, this looks to me like it is just one mine. It's not like it's a whole page you're going to go into. It's just going to be one mine that you're on. And then if you look at it, there's... Hold on, I don't want the battle log. Basically, it's going to be about how long people have occupied it. So, hold on. Let's see if we can get to this. Okay, here you go. In the super mine, troops take real damage, and the casualty rate is 20%. So that's a good bit. That's the same as it is here. In the Fire Crystal Mines, it's still 20%. 50% of the troops will be resurrected. Okay, cool, so still that. Note that before it was 90% of the troops lost were resurrected. So it's 50% in the super mine, so it's a little bit higher. you're going to lose some more troops. Then it says ranking rewards will be distributed at the end of the Supermine event according to the occupation time. Ally attacks are permitted in Supermine. Players must deal damage in a Supermine battle in order to view its battle report. Okay, so couple small things there, but that is huge information. So the fact that it's ranking rewards based on occupation time. What this sounds like to me is it's going to be that there is like a reward for coming in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. And the longer that you're in the mine, the more rewards you're going to get. Like the best rewards are probably going to be if you're in first and then second and then third and so on. And it's going to just be how long can you be sitting in there, and people are going to try to kick you out. And my guess is that they're going to take, someone hits you, take down some troops. I don't know how it's going to work with the auto replenish, whether you're going to be able to do that, but considering it's 50% casualties, you're not going to want to just totally auto replenish, because people are going to knock you down until your hospitals are full, and then you're going to be in real trouble. So definitely I'm very intrigued about like how exactly that's going to look, but it sounds to me like a King of the Hill style, everyone's attacking the same person type of thing. You're allowed to attack your friends, which my guess for that is that it's really more that people are going to be competing for this, and they don't want to just, let one small person in an alliance get it and then no one be able to attack them. But lastly, they said players must deal damage in Supermine battle in order to view its battle report. Why are they doing that? It's because in the other mines, people would just attack with one troop so that they could get a scouting report on someone and see what their format or what their setup is. That way they could just straight counter them and beat them really easily. So I'm really glad that they're doing this, because it means that there's a little bit more counterplay. I don't have to worry that someone's going to always be able to counter me. They have to actually kill some troops. And if you're pretty strong and you have a pretty strong set of troops in there, they're going to need to send a substantial amount of troops in there in order to kill some of your troops and then be able to see the battle report. So definitely a good change. I get why they're doing that. And this is really intriguing and exciting. I hope you guys are excited. I don't know when it's going to become available. It just says not available yet. My hope is that sometime next week we'll get it. But I'm definitely really, really excited about that. My understanding, and this is not based on the update or anything else, but it's going to be a system in which you can get, like, the best one is you get a whole red item, and then the others you get fragments or chests or stuff like that. And I believe what I've heard from Pioneer was that the one that you get is Needle, which is the one from Arya. Here, we can pull those up really quickly. My understanding is that we should expect it to be Needle that you get here. So yeah, I'm not sure. I would love it if they did Snow Wolf there, but I think that we'll see. I think there are some new ones here, by the way. I know they added this Annie book, which gives 11% total attack, which is the first total attack weapon. So I thought that was kind of interesting for people. Also, they've added one for Haley and Garel, which I think makes a lot of sense. We also have Theon, bow attack, makes a lot of sense. The Ancient Axe, which is giving tons of gold production. I find that a little bit interesting, but, if you want to go for Raymond, go for it. And then also Hector has a good one that's got 27.5%. And all of them, obviously, you can read. They have special effects that are a little bit better. Now, the first ever, tier, top 5 commander ancient weapon is going to be Peter Baelish, which gives 12% total attack versus the 11% for Annie. And I think it gives the same amount of total health. But as you can see, he gives a little bit extra damage. And, just sounds definitely interesting. I'm really intrigued to see what it's going to take to get this. My guess is that you're going to have to get all these little fragments. I don't know why, but I feel like they're probably going to make us do that, because that seems like something they would do. And yeah, now just with these fragments, you can get them for the Oath. I only have one so far, which is a little bit crazy. It's going to take me a while to get 100, but I think you usually get a fragment most times that you are in the Fiery Crystal Mines, So I think that we can kind of expect that people are going to be getting them pretty quickly. But I hope they start rotating this. I hope it's not always Oath, because I know for a lot of people like myself, that's the one that you have. Like, I already have 2 Oaths. I don't really want more of them. I want some of the other ones because I'm not an infantry castle. I don't care for this. But anyway, I hope that this was helpful. I hope you learned a thing or two about all of the new things that are coming to Westeros. Until next time, I guess, my name is TyrionLanstr, and I'll see you then.